Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I want to talk about one of the films I thought was among the best of 2012, and it's one that's not going to be talked about too much. It's called Compliance, and it's an indie flick. It came out, hit a few of the festivals, people walked out, the director was booed. Very controversial film, and I love these type of films because that usually means there's something behind it artistically that touched a nerve. And that is definitely true with Compliance. It's a film that's based on true events that take place in a fast food restaurant where an impersonator pretending to be a policeman calls the restaurant and accuses one of the young girls there of stealing from a purse. And he convinces the manager to kind of detain the girl in the back room and escalate a series of searches on the worker. Like I said, the searches escalate, more people become involved, and it's basically this whole lie that is played out. And the film was directed by Craig Zobel, has a pretty good cast of small-time actors, great performances in this film. The style of this film, it's very cold. The film is very well shot. It's very well edited. It's stripped down. It's very simplistic, very open. I love the little sounds and the little shots of the fast food prep and the crackling of the fries as they sizzle in the grease. Just very well done to set the tone. This film has great tone, a very well made film. The score, it's simplistic but eerie, mostly cello. I thought the soundtrack was awesome to this film. The underlying music was great. The fact that it's based on real events makes it even more incomprehensible to what happens with this character. And the film psychology is based on an experiment that was done in the early 60s at Yale University by a guy named Stanley Milgram. He tested through electroshock the responses to authority figures. Check out that experiment. It'll explain quite a bit of what this film is based on. Now, not only is it an experiment in viewing human response to authority figures, but also the social psychology that's behind believing in authorities. And many people walked out of this film, they hate this film, they say, how can people be so stupid to do this? It's just so unbelievable. The whole point here is when something is presented from an authority, and it's usually propagandized, you cannot read the distinction, and it becomes very blurred. And most people are convinced. You know, I've heard it said that you can get in anywhere with the tool belt on, meaning that if you play that part, you present yourself or oneself as something and you behave according to that role, then you obtain credibility for the most part. And that's what this film is about. It's a bold film. It's an extremely uncomfortable film. There's no doubt about it, and it will make you cringe if you can handle it. This is a very important film. I give the filmmaker huge credit for taking a risk here and covering a topic that is a critical topic in today's modern state of authorities around us. An important film, Compliance. I thought it was pretty damn good. And I've seen quite a few of the films that are up for Best Picture. Compliance is a solid film. Check it out. It's Jcrash.